Have you ever packed everything for your family vacation, reached the airport stress-free, only to discover a rule you never knew about that suddenly turned your travel day upside down? In 2025, airline policies around families have quietly changed more than most people realize, and the new updates are catching parents off guard at check-in. Things like seat guarantees, stroller rules, early boarding, baby gear limits, and even ID checks for minors have all shifted depending on the airline and the destination. Before your next family trip, knowing these rules in advance can be the difference between a smooth journey and a travel nightmare. Family seating is no longer automatically guaranteed. Many travelers assume that traveling with a child means the airline will automatically seat the family together. But in 2025, this depends heavily on the airline and the type of ticket purchased. Some carriers do assist families with priority seating, but others have quietly removed automatic guarantees unless passengers buy a standard seat rather than a basic budget fare. This change means families can still be separated unless they arrange seating before check-in. It is also important for long-haul flights, where parents can be placed far from their children if they rely solely on check-in assignment. Booking early, selecting seats manually, or calling customer support ahead of time now prevents unwanted surprises. Two-lap infant policies are stricter than before. Infants under 2 may still fly on a parent's lap. But the rules around documentation and fees have changed in recent months. Some airlines now require proof of age at boarding, while others have introduced international lap infant surcharges, especially for long-haul premium cabins. Additionally, certain carriers request a separate boarding document issued at the ticket counter before families reach security. This means parents should allow extra time at the airport so they are not rushed during check-in. These policies are designed to prevent age disputes at the gate, but they can slow families down if they are not prepared ahead of time. Stroller size and style now matters. Not all strollers qualify for gate check anymore, and 2025 policies classify them by both size and weight. Compact travel strollers are generally still allowed up to the gate, but large jogging strollers and heavy fold frames may require check-in at the counter instead. Some carriers issue a tag during boarding, while others insist the stroller must fold into a small carry-style form. Parents using a bulky model should verify dimensions before traveling to avoid gate delays. Upgrading to a lightweight travel stroller often saves enormous time and frustration at security and on narrow jetways. Car seats are only guaranteed if FAA approved. Most families assume any car seat can be used on board, but in 2025 airlines strictly require the FAA approval label printed on the seat. Without that visible label, families may be asked to check the car seat as luggage, even if they reserved a seat for the child. Some international carriers also require seats to be installed forward-facing only, regardless of local safety laws. Checking the model beforehand and printing airline rules can help parents navigate these inconsistencies. If uncertain, booster seats often cannot be used on board at all, as they are designed for car shoulder belts, not airplane crossover belts. Early boarding for families is not universal anymore. Family boarding once meant relaxed priority entry, but new 2025 policies apply this benefit selectively. Some airlines allow family boarding only for those with children under 2 or under 5, while others restrict it to pre-assigned boarding groups. This means a parent traveling with an older child may no longer qualify. To avoid rushing on board with multiple bags or baby gear, parents should confirm boarding group rules before travel day. Boarding earlier helps secure overhead space, settle the children, and organize seating without holding up the passengers behind them. Diaper bags count differently by airline. Most carriers allow one diaper bag in addition to a personal item, but others now classify diaper bags as part of the standard allowance only if an infant ticket is issued. Some budget carriers in 2025 do not allow a separate diaper bag unless families buy an upgraded fare. Being caught at the gate with too many bags can result in forced gate checking or last-minute repacking. To stay safe, families should keep diapers, bottles, snacks, and wipes in a compact soft tote that fits easily under the seat. This prevents disputes with gate staff and saves time during boarding. Baby food and formula still bypass liquid limits. Airport security maintains special exemptions for formula, breast milk, and baby food, but the screening process has become more thorough. Officers may now request additional testing for any liquid over the general volume limit, which means families should pack these items in transparent containers and have them ready for inspection. Powdered formula is often the easiest to travel with since it avoids liquid volume restrictions altogether. Keeping these supplies separate from general luggage accelerates the line and prevents unnecessary interruptions during screening. Age verification for discounted child fares, child tickets, and infant and lap pricing sometimes sounds simple, but 2025 rules now lean toward mandatory proof of age to prevent misuse. This applies both at booking and at boarding. Many families have been surprised when asked for a passport or birth certificate for children on domestic flights, especially on routes that operate like international corridors. A digital photo of the birth certificate is usually accepted, but having a physical copy ensures smoother boarding. Airlines want consistency, and families who prepare ahead minimize stress at the gate. Before we move forward, here is something interesting that most travelers never realize until it happens to them. A growing number of airlines in 2025 record boarding discrepancies tied to families, not solo passengers. because children trigger additional administrative checks automatically behind the scenes. When parents know these hidden checkpoints ahead of time, the entire travel day becomes smoother, faster, and far less stressful. Lap infant seating restrictions on premium cabins. Many families assume paying for a business class ticket guarantees more comfort with a baby. But 2025 regulations place restrictions on lap infants in certain reclining seat formats. Some premium cabins use hard shell pods that cannot safely hold an infant on a parent's lap during takeoff and landing, which means airlines may require a separate ticketed seat with a car seat. Other carriers allow lap infants only in specific rows. Without knowing this in advance, a family may be reassigned at the airport, losing their original cabin seats entirely. Verifying cabin rules before booking avoids expensive surprises. Bassinet availability is limited and must be reserved on international flights. Bassinets are a lifesaver for babies under a certain weight and age limit, but they are not first come first served anymore. Most airlines in 2025 require a manual reservation by phone or online after booking. Seats that attach to bassinets are limited to bulkhead rows only, which run out quickly. Parents also need to confirm weight limits because some airlines cap them at 10 kilograms while others allow up to 14. Planning early ensures a smoother long-haul experience and avoids the exhaustion that comes from holding an infant the entire flight. Cabin crew assistance is now more regulated. Flight attendants still help families, but their assistance is defined more clearly by updated safety rules. They can help warm milk or move luggage, yet they cannot hold babies during turbulence, install car seats for liability reasons, or babysit while a parent sleeps. New safety protocols emphasize supervision responsibility remaining with the parent at all times. Understanding this helps families set realistic expectations and plan ahead by keeping supplies accessible during the flight rather than stored overhead. 12. Digital health and vaccination checks still apply on certain routes. While global travel has eased compared to past years, some airlines and destinations in 2025 still require health declarations for families traveling with young children, especially on routes crossing regions with active health advisories. These checks do not always mean vaccination proof, but they can include electronic forms, health status confirmations, or regional travel history declarations submitted before boarding. Families who skip these steps often face delays during check-in or may be forced to complete paperwork under time pressure at the counter. Since these requirements vary by destination rather than the airline itself, a family traveling through multiple countries may experience different verification rules at each connection. Completing these forms the day before travel helps avoid rejected boarding passes and unnecessary stress with children in line. Keeping a printed backup copy also protects the family in case the airline system fails to sync. Understanding these updated family travel rules in 2025 transforms a stressful journey into a predictable, manageable experience. Airlines are tightening safety and seating procedures, which means preparation is more important than ever for parents. Bringing the right stroller, having age documents ready, confirming seating early, and knowing when boarding privileges apply are no longer optional details. They are now the foundation of a smooth travel day. If you found this guide helpful and you want more smart travel tips for families, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to Endario Travels for more expert travel guidance on your next adventure.